And like I tell my boys, when y'all get 18, y'all got to go. Girls can stay as long as they want. I'm dead serious. Y'all can stay as long as y'all want. Take your time. Go to college. Get your master's. Get your doctorate. I'll pay for it. Take your time. I'm trying to teach them about all types of men, what to avoid. Like I tell them all the time, I said, don't mess with somebody that everybody want. Daddy, why? I said, because he got too many options. Depends on how he was raised. He may take advantage of those options. And I always try to tell you, I say, you should get somebody that you like, somebody that you respect, and somebody that you can control.
Guess what? The people who they can control are not going to be the ones that they want. I can't tell. Of course, I can't. I have no control over what this man is going to do with his finances and how he is a father to his kids. And it's not the worst father. It's not the worst sense of being a father that he has, but there is definitely some contradictions in how he judges kids. I feel. Let's get into it.
I play with them now because I let them know. I let them understand. I tell them this all the time. We ain't rich because they're spoiled, but I don't want to.
I saw that.
No, seriously. Like, so,
I did see that.
listen, I'm going to spoil them, but I can't over-spoil them. So I have to let them know, like, look, I'm 50. When I get 70, I'm handing it over to one of y'all.
I mean, yeah, it definitely is danger in spoiling your kids and making them feel like they're rich. When somebody just grows up in a bubble, they don't understand the rest of the world, especially if they don't have to. And that's in a lot of people's cases. Yeah, you definitely need to make your kids understand reality in that how valuable and how much goes into acquiring a lot of money. Only a selective few is allowed that opportunity in the first place.
The one that deserves to run it and keep it going. So they know and understand. My oldest son is in college. My oldest daughter is graduated. She works for Pepsi. I really have 6 fabulous kids. I don't have any complaints, and they're doing well.
You said when you get 70, you got.
But people, he said he got 6 fabulous kids and they all doing well. Okay.
Gotta hand it over, which brings me to a question: do you have a favorite of your children, or have you been accused of favoritism?
I like my girls a little bit better.
Why?
Because as a man, you have to protect, provide, and love for your woman.
Do you trust them more than you trust
Yes,
your
I
son?
do.
You have to do that for your family. What are you talking about? Your whole family, not just the daughters. This is where Shaq loses me, bro. Cause like that's not just a daughter thing. And I understand you got to show a little bit of tough love to your sons, but you also have to show that tough love to your daughter, or they'll be delusional. Also,
I do. I trust them more because they're more sensitive, they're more caring, and they're thinkers. You know how boys are. Like my boys, you bring.
he just said all of his kids is doing well, and he just said his daughters are the only thinkers. So by saying that is discrediting himself. He is a successful person that is a male and was a boy at a time, was 18 in college. It's really just like an excuse because he may just have a bias toward his daughters. It's like that fatherly thing. It's like kind of how mothers are with their sons. Mothers, from my experience, are a little bit more harsher to their daughters than their sons. And this is the opposite in Shaq's case because he really is kind of like being biased toward a group of his kids. It's like he's not even saying one daughter. Like he's not even saying like, oh, this is my favorite child. He's saying just because they're his daughters, he don't want to hurt their feelings. And but the sons have to sit back and accept like, oh yeah, he liked the girls more. I would be a little bit out like even if you got money and all this shit, you my pops. I would be a little bit like resentful for that because like how you just gonna pick the daughters over the sons?
And like I tell my boys, when y'all get 18, y'all got to go. Girls can stay as long as they want.
I said the same
No,
exact.
This right here is the stupidest shit on earth, bro. As an 18-year-old, I did not know how the world worked, right? So for that, right? I had to learn that shit on my own, and I would not been able to maintain myself with no job experience, right? So what he's saying is once I'm legally not responsible for you as my son, even if you're not a full grown man, you're an 18-year-old kid, bro. You have to get the fuck out of my house, and I'm not taking care of you no more. But for the daughters, they get all the time in the world. He just said the daughters are a little bit more sensitive and they're thinkers. So if they're thinkers, why do they get more time to bullshit than your sons? Your sons can still go out there and be manipulated to do some bullshit just like your daughters. This idea of being tough to your sons don't need to go that far, bro. It shouldn't go outside of the boundaries of you're also my child. Like, they're all your children, not just your daughters. Your daughters get all the time in the world to bullshit around with finances and make mistakes and all this shit. And that's your opinion, bro. Like, that's stupid as fuck though. Like, that's really not intelligent mindset, and that's literally a cause for your sons to not even fuck with you. That's not being a good father if you picking sides.
Yeah, no,
But are you
Same
serious-
exact
Are you
thing.
serious when you say that?
yes, I do.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Y'all can stay as long as y'all want. Take your time. Go to college. Get your master's. Get your doctorate. I'll pay for it. Take your time. I'm trying to teach them about all types of men. You know, and you know what to.
Bro, what? He just said he's just gonna give his daughters the easiest pass, right? But they are the smartest amongst his kids. So if they are the smartest, why you're not testing the smarts? The reason why I'm so upset about this is because you should have that option for all of your kids, not just your daughters.
What to avoid. Like I tell them all the time, I said, don't mess with somebody that everybody want. Daddy, why? I said, because he got too many options.
I'm gonna keep stopping this shit because he's just saying some straight bullshit. I fuck with Shaq heavy, and I'm gonna still fuck with this nigga, but I still disagree with what he's saying. Like, he's literally like one of those guys who got so many options. He's saying don't mess with a boy who got options. That's who are attractive. People like who are attractive and who has options. That's who gets the attention. It's a reason why they get the options. It's a reason why you're rich and you get all of the women that you want as being Shaq, bro. Like, so it's counterintuitive for you to live that lifestyle and reap the benefits of that and then try to protect your daughter against men who are like you. Which, early in the interview, he was talking about how he was, or I don't even know, it was probably after this, but he's talking about how he was unfaithful in his marriage with the kid's mother, Shauna. You're not a terrible person. Why are you trying to defend your daughters against men who are like you? Like, wouldn't you consider yourself a great person? Like, you Shaq, bro.
Got too many options, and depends on how he was raised. You know, he may take advantage of those options. And I always try to tell you, I say, you should get somebody that you like, somebody that you respect, and somebody that you can control.
Now that's you telling your daughters to avoid people who can control them, and for them to find somebody that they can control. Guess what? The people who they can control are not going to be the ones that they want. Why would you tell your daughters to get a man who they can control? You probably wouldn't even approve of that, bro.
And that's what you should be looking for. Like, if you try to mess with a guy that everybody likes, it's going to end up being crazy.
Right.
And then I was telling them, don't mess with nobody like your daddy, because your daddy used to be an animal like that.
Exactly what I just said, bro.
Along that point.
That is the end of the video, and if you want to see more content, go to my page, like and subscribe, and comment on the video. And for you people who don't like it, YouTube just changed its policy, and if you press subscribe and you press the like button, it's gonna cancel me forever. It's gonna ban my account for like 2 years, I promise.